Yesterday's episode, The Bad Batch, called The War Mantle, gave us fan service up to the brim. We really can't ask for more, but of course we will. I know how I am, and I know how the rest of the fans, how you guys are. We're gonna want more, and there are about 2 episodes left, I think, in this season. If it is so, then there's a lot of people that need to come back. Mainly, we've talked about Commander Cody, Darth Maul, and even Boba Fett being one of the characters that we would like to see again. It seems like the last episode showed us the Kamino uprising might not actually happen. Lama Su was presumably executed. We did not hear any blaster fire, but we can assume that he was killed in his office. The rest are to be serving the Empire from this point on. One of the main aspects of this episode was when the Bad Batch tried to infiltrate an Imperial base and rescue Gregor. Soon after this, they alert the Imperial forces that there is an incursion. This is when the Transitional Squad, which is basically in between Clone Trooper armor and Stormtrooper armor. It was pretty cool to see, and it gave us a new aspect of how the transition between the Republic and the Empire, to the point where they had a new designation called TK. We know that the Empire used the designation Stormtroopers initials TK, which is different from CT, from the clones. It is around this point that we learn the clone commandos are actually teaching the human recruits to be soldiers, to be a police, a force squad basically, and then we see Scorch. The moment Tech, Hunter, and Gregor open a turbo lift. A pretty comedic scene, to say the least. The Imperial Commando and his troop raised their blasters, but Gregor and Hunter kicked Scorch back into the troopers, only to shut the lift doors off and to try to escape. Scorch fires upon the turbo lift and then goes on to follow them up until they get into a confrontation. This is the exciting part because most of you know Scorch, aka RC-1262. He is a clone commando who served the Galactic Republic as part of the elite unit called Delta Squad. In 20 BBY, the squad recovered 2 killed Jedi from the planet Deveron following a battle there that was orchestrated largely by Count Dooku's new apprentice, Savage Press. We know that Delta Squad took the bodies to the Jedi Temple on the planet Coruscant and reported to the Jedi High Council. Now, the Delta Squad first appeared in the episode Witches of the Mist. If you want to watch that episode, it is the 3rd season and the 14th episode, originally aired in 2011. Scorch basically became popular from that show, but even in The Bad Batch, you can see how the prowess of his training. Not only could he stand toe-to-toe with these clones, but if not for Hunter's stun blasts, and there were quite a few, about 4 or 5 times he needed to hit Scorch in order for him to fall down. Scorch easily dominated Tech in battle. He punched him quite a few times, and he was a menace. He pushed Gregor, then battled with Tech until Hunter saved the day with his stun blaster. He was nicknamed Scorch, and he became a clone commando part of the unit Delta Squad, but he served alongside Clone Sergeant Boss, Fixer, and Sev during the Clone Wars. In fact, it was Scorch and his squad who talked to Obi-Wan Kenobi first when they arrived on Coruscant together with 3 other members of the Jedi High Council about how none of the Republic forces has survived the attack on Deveron that was orchestrated by Savage Press and Count Dooku. But again, you could see why he was a clone commando. He was so tactful, he did not let his enemy escape. You can see Scorch quickly ambushing Gregor in the end and shooting Gregor twice in his chest plate, quickly overpowering Tech. Even after that, by the ending of the episode, we can see when they capture Hunter, he regained consciousness very quickly. Scorch immediately joined a contingent of stormtroopers and 2 clone commandos that were in a gunship, and in the end, they went down and captured Hunter by themselves. There's a lot to unpack from this episode. As you can see, Scorch is not the only one. We get to see a young Gregor as well. We briefly got a glimpse of him in the Clone Wars series, And Rex was the culprit of all of this. He actually knew where Gregor was and how to locate him, but it seemed like he was busy himself. Now, what was Rex doing during that time? If you want to know and speculate on that, leave a comment down below because I will definitely make a video on why couldn't Captain Rex join the Bad Batch team, go and rescue Gregor. From all that we know from Star Wars Rebels, we kind of got the feeling that Gregor and Wolf basically met all together, or Rex actually went on to save them both and they joined up to survive the Imperial times. But it seems that Gregor was actually saved by the Bad Batch first, and then Captain Rex and Gregor reunited ultimately. And I have a strong feeling that Captain Rex was on a very dangerous and hard mission during that time, and it has something to do with Wolf. But I'm gonna speculate on that in a different video. Again, leave a comment down below if you want me to make a video about that as well. But ultimately, it was seen that these clone commandos are commandos for a reason. They are the upper echelon of all the other clone troopers, and Scorch definitely proved that. Now, what I anticipate from the grandiose epic episode that was War Mantle, these few episodes that are left will showcase a lot more than just Gregor. We might possibly see Wolf and even Commander Cody now that Kamino is basically dismantled. Their government has been shut down effectively with the removal of Lama Su, the Prime Minister. Nala Se is now officially working for the Empire, possibly as a slave. We simply don't know. It's all up in the air right now. But as we discussed in previous videos, if Boba Fett and Maul do not make a cameo in this one, then it will be a total waste. I mean, I could forgive not showing Darth Maul. They showed the Bad Batch getting intertwined with criminal syndicates. This is why I think Maul could make a reappearance, but Commander Cody or Boba Fett should definitely be involved in some way, shape, or form going forward with these last few episodes. That would be just bombastic. I would love to see that, especially seeing Commander Cody. That would complete his arc. Is he sorry for what he did during Order 66 for going against his friend and Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi? All in all, a great episode altogether. What do you expect from these last two episodes, and do you think we will get another cameo from another character in Star Wars? Who do you think that will be? Leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.